But this is the plan, right? This is what they need to do. They need to push Pericles. They're keeping him from getting wider. I mean, this is all crap land, but I would have liked to have seen Pericles come down and get some cities in here. Like, maybe, like, kill Singapore. Maybe put a city. Well, that's kind of garbage. I like the hills, but there's too many mountains. Wow. Like, look at this. Like, settle that 5-3-1. Put your Acropolis here. Look at these tiles. I mean, you settle that. I mean, that's a city you just got to have. And then maybe you settle the iron. Take out Buenos Aires or something. Get wider so you can, you know, push the culture harder. But at this point, he's trying to play a little bit of defense. He's actually trying to get himself a general as well. There's no pressure on China right now. That's the big key. There's no pressure on China right now. There goes finally Machu Picchu play. Colosseum in 4. There's no pressure on China. If they can pressure here, it's really incumbent upon JJ to put together something that can push this. Like this here is going to do him no good. Like he needed this escape settler to go like here. This is doing him no good. He has some time because they have to go all the way down around here to get to this. This city needed to go to here. Or wherever. Somewhere in here where it's just not going to get killed. Because this is easily taken by... Because really the route... Kree need to put together a military and actually flank down here to support. Like push this and make all of this back up. Because this is trouble. Musket corps are going to help. It's going to be kind of a... It's just going to be a matter of if these guys get a general or not. Because these guys have a general. So now... Greece is trying to get themselves a general, but they might get denied. And if they do... It's going to be a general plus core bonuses from Zulu. Oof. G'day, Moondoggy. How you doing? It is good to see you. Hope the birthday party went well yesterday. 1-year-old birthday party. I mean, I don't even know what he's doing with all these settlers. I mean, he's going to settle that iron and build a campus. I don't mind that. And then settle this hill, I guess. And then he's going to escape. I don't know what he's doing with this guy. I don't know why he wants 3 settlers, but he went so far away. Like, why get 4 settlers to escape with? I mean, if he's going to resettle here and try to build his science back up and be relevant, it's not like he would need to do a lot to get back in competition with Tomb Raider. Statistically, I'm starting to like the science on Estikos. Like, he's beating his science quite well on Haydn. Culturally, though, he's doing really well. Did you go for a walk?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Oh, another settler. We're gonna come and settle this. Maybe is he gonna come and resettle this finally? Wish he'd have done that. Tomb. Wish he would have done that a few, maybe 10-15 turns ago. There's so many fronts to watch. It's still a ways before this becomes irrelevant for taking the city. He's putting up just enough of a fight. I'd still like to see this turned into a crossbow. He pushed back the horses here. Warcart doesn't want to die. A couple Toas settle in place, I would think. That thing still hasn't erupted. He made 3 settlers. Where'd he go with the other one? Yeah. So he's going to forward settle this. Should be nice. Maybe put it right where the other one was. I don't know. Or maybe just settle the amber. He ran up the road. Maybe settle the amber though. Unless he's gonna put something here for some reason for a flanking. I don't know. I don't mind the amber settle. Bring all this into play. Yeah, he's not doing much damage here. He's only got the one catapult. Oh, yeah, this catapult almost died. If he steps this in, he'll get one shot, but then it'll be dead. This frigate came in and took a shot, but it got retaliated, and it did not do well. Be interesting to see. Where's his core? Wait. What happened to his core caravel? Oh, it's inside the city, healing. Okay, I was going to say, he's got to be waiting on the core caravel. Okay, so he's finishing out the last of these guys. These horses are practically dead. I'm going to want to go get those healed. Is he going to put together... Okay, so I was just going to say, is he going to put together some sort of push? I'd imagine he's making a push for cuirassiers. Actually, he's just about to get knights. And then so his science isn't great. What's his science? 68. So he's going to try and put together a knight push. He's not going to have the culture to make cores yet. But he's pre-building his knights, which is good to see. And with nothing here, if he knight pushes this, it could be trouble. I mean, he's obviously got these guys looking out. And of course, the impies will be a nice counter to the knight push. So if he can get some impy cores up here, it's going to be pretty hard to make anything happen. The knights can come in here and delete this, and then move south this way, and support is another option. Go west of China? I mean, maybe he's going to try to get something up here as well. Like he settled 2 of them. Maybe he's going to have this one go all the way through and come up here somewhere safe. Yeah, maybe settle the desert. I don't know. Build Petra. Play the memes. Forest fire finally burning out. Frigate got a promotion. That's not good news for them. And here comes the caravel fleet. Yeah, it's interesting. These guys have to play defense right now, which is important. While China doesn't have to, right? I mean, they are trying to get an encampment up, so maybe they're trying to make a military push. Yeah, they have knights. They're trying to do the double team. They're like, let's abandon the culture for right now and get rid of Pericles, because if they can delete Pericles, like this isn't over. If they can push Pericles and delete Pericles, how do they stop China's culture victory when they're leading in science? Right? Well, I guess these guys have, but I mean, you're never going to be able to push them militarily if they got this much science. You can't stop this culture victory. If China can help delete, we're really curious about how the generals. So China got a general, and Zulu got a general. So the medieval Renaissance, they actually denied the medieval Renaissance generals. Zulu got 2 and China got 1. The next one is going to be Renaissance Industrial, and it's going to cost a fortune. Greece is going to try to get it, but you're going to need Renaissance units for it to be relevant. This is trouble. This is actually trouble right now. They denied a medieval general here. They don't have one yet, right? I'm not mistaking here. Yeah, these guys never got one. They've stayed away here. But if they get pushed on both fronts, like they can definitely core. Bring a general. They've got an engineer getting a road going. Walls are coming in. If they can figure out a way to delete Pericles, I think there's a W here. I think there's a W to be had for Joy. Despite two of their civs being irrelevant. Because, I mean, Tomb Raider is Irrel, obviously, because that was his job. And then Kree is kind of Irrel. They have enough science to stay relevant in the military conversation, but I mean, they put together a military, but they're not going to be able to push. It's going to be hard to push through the chokes or in the south. Any way you cut it, it's going to be really hard to be relevant on this front. It was always the story of Pericles being stuck in the middle trying to defend culture. And I feel like, I mean, obviously, I don't know. If looking back on this, I'm wondering if Kree even bothering with Indonesia was a play. Because Indonesia irrelled themselves, not only through their spawn, but also because they didn't even get harbors up to a challenge for the good admirals. But there was a very good game out of Yoda with Maori. They were always going to be able to come over and destroy them anyway. And I feel like if they would have put together a military to push Zulu earlier to take the pressure off Greece, that might have been the better play. China's slowly doing his culture a lot to push. No, for sure. I like he's doing the push. But oh well, here you go. Bombard's coming online. He's gone other than this theater square. He's pretty much pushed to a military game for a bit because he knows if he can irrelevate, if he can irrel Pericles, he can win the game. I feel like there was a play here to push much earlier before Zulu got their thing going, because they needed to get to Pericles to help, right? That was the whole point, is they needed to get to Pericles to help, I feel. Well, no, I think they didn't want to do that because I think they wanted to go muskets because they stand up better against the crossbows, and pike and shots would be destroying them, right? And then even like anything early with the horse is going to get hurt by hoplites big time. They had hoplites up early, so hard to push the hoplites with horses. Look at this. He's just going crazy with this. Pushing his culture up. 173. I'd like to see a few more wonders. Machu Picchu. Oh. There's so much going on. I didn't think he had any moves left this turn. There could be well, he's definitely going to be able to take it down, but he doesn't have a melee unit to take it out. Yeah, and this city is incredibly vulnerable. Like, I mean... Yeah, they threw a city down here. They're just trying to get a little wider. Potentially, like, if they can get this open... Like, this is kind of like the thing is pushing China's gonna be hard with all that science, right? Like, even though Maori's got good science, he's not going to be able to out-science China, and so this push all the way across here is always just going to be too late. Oh yeah, yeah. No, he's got these guys. Plus, he has these settlers on their way over here as well. Yeah, he's not going to get taken out of the game. What should have done though is there goes another city. God, there's so much going on. Is this city here is not going to survive? They needed to settle over here. And then these units are going to come around here in about 6 turns. This will be deleted. They're trying to get another settler out because they need an escape settler. That's what this should have been. This should have been an escape settler onto this lake, probably. Yeah, right on that tower right there. That's where they should have settled. They'd be there already. So, landfall. Let's check this front in here. They're repushing with core muskets and crossbows. In order, they have core bombards coming online. Can rip those walls goodbye. It's trouble right now. You don't like the number of settlers ashamed of recent threw out too much production away, and I agree completely. When he originally did it, I thought he was going to try and resettle. Like he still had these 2 cities. I thought he was going to try and resettle like 4 cities here and build back up, right? Because at the time, Tomb Raider didn't have that much science either. If he could resettle and maybe get his science going, get his populations up, and just kind of create more trouble for him by just having a bunch more cities to produce stuff with. But then he just ran them off. I was like, what's the point of running 4 settlers off? That's just like 8, 12 turns of extra production that could have made units to defend. Just running off. Just a disconnect there. Yeah, there's a lot of wasted production. Once Tom gets cities, he can become a big gold hub for team. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. He takes this. He settled this. I thought Mako settled the Amber, but yeah, he can become a gold hub for sure. No, Yoda disconnected as well. Yeah, just spam his haciendas, right? He was a gold suck. He can become a gold mecha to support Kree building a massive army, maybe. Because this is, I mean, I just don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how you stop. I don't know how they stop this. Oh, they actually took Olympia. And there's a forest fire going. Oh my god. They actually took Olympia with the knights before they could get the walls up. I missed that. God, there's so many stuff going on. I don't know how they stopped this. It looked so good for wheelchair gaming for a long time because obviously Indonesia, Irel, Gilgamesh, Irel, but I don't know how you stop China. Like, because once Greece is gone, like, this is still not settled because they've been forced, they're getting a settler now. They've been forced to defend, and they haven't been able to do their thing. Yeah, it's a pretty tough terrain to walk through, but there's no chokes. So you're just going to be able to put waves of units through here, right? No, Coupe's disconnected. Jesus. Yeah, it's just going to be waves of units. And once these guys are gone, these guys, I mean, it's going to have to be Coupe. His science is getting up there. This is going to have to be Coupe walking over top of everybody in military game. I mean, maybe Coupe gets some more cities, puts a military together and hits from this side and from this side. Like, this is interesting as I'll get out, I'm telling you. Kirisur's coming online for China. Because the thing is once he deletes Greece, once these guys delete Greece, he can, I mean, he wants to defend himself, but he can also put together, I still don't like all this, because you're also taking away, like, China could have got wider, right? Like, why not have China settle these cities? He's running monumentality. He could have spat out settlers and settled these himself and put wonders down and put theater squares down. Now he's taken all this land, wherever he's going to go, he's taking land away from China. Yeah, that's the thing, is the distance, by the time you travel the distance, your military units are irrelevant, right? Unless you can get unless you can bring settlers with you and then settle a couple cities just to upgrade and then make the push. They pause again, Tomb AFK. Yeah, I don't know how you get to China. They're just smack dab in the middle of the map and nobody can get there. I don't know. Yeah, that's true, Betchero. I mean, eventually you build, you get your engineers and you build railroads. You can go a long ways eventually. You know, but the problem is, like, right now, I think the only way I think that Wheelchair Gaming wins this is if Coupe goes right now and gets super wide. Like, build like 6 or 8 more cities, build campuses, and get his science significantly above China so that he can, like, at this point, maybe modern armor rush him. Because I mean, he's going to be at tanks before too long. I mean, he's looking at like a 20 or maybe 25 turn investment and then try to modern armor push him around turn 100. I don't know. I don't know. China too strong. Went too wide? Oh, too tall. I mean, they have 7 cities. They have 9. They have another settler coming who's going to get them to 10. Spam some settlers out of here. Build some more cities. They're going to take this city. If they can, they're going to have campuses to build. If they could build some cities up in here for campuses. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like they were too tall. Like, they didn't really have a lot of choice, right? Like, I mean, there's no fresh water in here, so this isn't the greatest place to settle cities. They couldn't really... This is all tomb, right? They didn't really have a lot of places to go other than to settle the coast. I don't think I could say anything wrong about their game, to be honest with you. I don't know what else you could do. Build 5 coastal cities. They did it. And then build a navy to go take out Indonesia. What else could they have done? I mean, maybe they could have got these settles earlier. Like this city here. Wow. But that's what they need to do. More settlers still, honestly. I think more settlers still. I think more settlers still. The city's surrounded by crossbows, and he's kind of run out of units. It's kind of a crossbow versus crossbow situation right now. Roy, come here and lay down. Come on. Let's get you settled. Come here, babe. Come here. No, it's okay. Mommy's just messing around. Come here. Come here. No, underneath. What? The only thing I really don't like from Coupe this game is raising the first Indo-City. Yeah, I don't understand why he did that either. I don't understand this. This city, there was just battle back and forth between Cree and Indonesia. But once he was here, I don't understand why he didn't do this. Because even if it fell to loyalty once, he could easily retake it. Right? Like even if it fell to loyalty once while he was taking the capital, like just go take it again. It wouldn't be difficult. Like I definitely like this. And then he could have like resettled this, you know, settled some cities up in these mountains for some more campus, get his science. He needs to accelerate in his science dramatically. Is the big key. He needs to accelerate in his science dramatically, I feel like. 7 turns. We can check out who's got Golden Age action coming. Yeah, because these two are irrelevant, but these guys can win the game. Kevin, it's exciting. It's exciting. It looked really good for wheelchair gaming, and now it feels like it could be 2 versus 1 in the middle of the map that decides the whole thing. Walls here, pike and shots to defend the knights. This city probably holds. The bombards are massive trouble right here. Massive amounts of trouble. Roy, just come and settle down. She's always curious about what everybody's doing. It's fine if I'm in here by myself, but she doesn't like it when my wife's out there just messing around doing things, and she wants to know what's up. They did. They gave it to Coupe. Yeah, they gave it to Coupe. It is on the table. Diplo victory is on the table. What they need to do is actually delete. They need to delete Gatarja. They need to get over here. Yeah, here they come. They need to get over here and delete this before they have a settler. And then they need... he needs to put these... He needs to turn these into knights and delete this. If they can get Ice Luke out of the game completely. Roy, come here. Get in here. Come on. You need to get in here and relax. Come on. There you go. If they can delete Ice Luke from the game, Diplo is in play. Yeah, Statue of Liberty's in play, yeah. Consider adding an XCOM 2. Oh, yes, I should absolutely do that, Kevin. I'll try to remember to do that later. Yeah, they have a builder. They're going to chop the settler. So it looks like they might escape. Four. 4-3. China's at 3. It's 4-3 right now. Yeah. It's something to consider. I'll be honest with you. Does Potato Palace give Diplo score? I'm not familiar at all with the Diplo stuff. These Toas are probably irrelevant against those crossbows, right? Oh, this city's gone. This is trouble. Those bombards were too much for this city. Crossbows are not going to get it done with bombards and musket cores coming from Zulu. It is. I know it's Diplo in base game. I'm just not sure how they sorted out. 1 point Potato. 1 point Religion Wonder. Oh yeah. Actually, I think that's it here, right? Mohammadi. That's the one that gives a point. Mohammadi Patelis. Okay, so nothing's changed. Okay. So nothing's changed from normal game. I just wasn't sure if there was like adjustments or not. Yeah, they're gonna chop out that settler and run for their lives. Yeah, Greece is falling. And if they get a guy away, like I just whew. I don't know. Like they're just sending these units out to defend this flank, I guess. But I mean, these guys are irrelevant. These archers are going to be irrelevant in any push. These guys are going to defend themselves. So what's the point in having these units fall back? Olympus has fallen. Literally, Olympus has fallen. Olympia has fallen, I guess you say. Not Olympus. But yeah. And Ephesus has fallen. This is bad news. Greece went really hard culture, but they didn't get enough science. That was a big play. Astakos made a real big play. I was kind of grilling him a bit about not getting enough wonders out, but he started getting his campuses down in all these mountains, and it was a smart play because it got him ahead on tech, and now he's reaping the benefits. Good call. I didn't check. He got Crusader. Oh, and he has pagodas. So rip the Diplo win probably. Yeah. Corinth. Yeah, that's bad news. Crusader's gonna crush that. Yeah, exactly. Pagodas, because he'll just throw some pagodas up and control Diplo favor, right? Oh, you have his stream up? Oh, I didn't know you were streaming. That's cool. You talked about Crusader a bit. So are there computers playing too? No, this is 4 versus 4 CPL. So Players League. Yeah, Greece is melting. Field cannons will make a big difference. He's up to field cannons now. This one's not going to matter. I mean, he's going to have, what, 5 cities left? Did he even get the settler out? He didn't even get over here. Yeah. Haydn is getting melted. Haydn's getting melted. Tomb Raider's Irrel. JJ is pretty Irrel at this point because he's just too far behind on science. He's actually behind on both. Actually, no, he's got a little bit of better science in there, but he's way behind on culture. Pushing into Zulu cores would be, yeah, it's not going to happen. So he can't get through. I mean, there's one hope left at this point, and the one hope is an incredibly wide and incredibly tall coupe. Yeah, I don't know if it's a I think it's a pretty big upset. No, I said that earlier. Yeah, I said the exact same thing. I don't understand why they invested so much into pushing Indonesia. I feel like his push should have been he should have been like horse rushing the crap out of Zulu before he got to cores. You get to him before mercenaries or it's all over, right? And I feel like that's what it should have been, what he should have been doing, because he needed to relieve the pressure from Pericles. You always knew that there was a play for Maori to come take down what is a very weak spawn of Indonesia. Indonesia had a weak spawn, and Maori had a god spawn, literal god spawn. He was controlling the admirals from the very beginning. So there's no reason why he needed to push this. He needed to push. I think that was the mistake. They need to do both. I think they need to be. I would put the settler card in and double my cities if I was Coupe right now, and then chop out campuses, and because they have 193 science. By the way, Golden Age Gamer, Dark Age. Kree has a shot at Golden Age, and then it's Dark Age Gamers. Oops. No, I feel like their only hope is for Coupe to get super wide and go hard science. Well, this is Zulu. I mean, they could push, but they don't have a relevant general. If they upgrade to like cuirassiers or something, like they're just gonna run into Zulu cores. This would be a disaster to try and push. The settler's out, by the way. Walls are going up. It's going to be too late. This city's going to get deleted. Yeah, I think he's waiting on upgrading and pushing, but at this point, he doesn't have the science. He's basically tied in science with Zulu. He doesn't. I mean, it's not going to be that long before. Oh shoot, this could have been a mistake. We're in between turns. Okay. Oh, no, wait just a sec. Yeah, he's got armies in one turn. Zulu has armies in one turn. Corinth has fallen. Wow. Like he's getting pushed so hard it's over. He's just folding. Wizzy, thank you for the follow. Yes, they are. Core push from Zulu and a core Cuirassier Bombard push from China has folded up Greece like a cheap suit. There's nothing defending the culture win now from China. And the one hope is Coupe. It's going to be hard, but if Coupe can never get wide, he's still building campuses in these two new cities. He's trying to get taller. Builders going. I think he needs to be building cities. I think he needs to get his science way ahead of China. Now, it's actually getting to be quite a distance there now. They're back into a monumentality golden age again. Or no, sorry, I was thinking they would already fold it over. I was checking earlier. I think they're going to get back into one though, right? They have a golden age. Yeah, they've got a golden age secured, so they can get back into monumentality, and they can get wide. I don't know. This is going to be dark age gaming out of Coupe. It's 14 to 63 right now. I don't understand this either. I mean, he's getting... I don't know. What? No, he has... There should be one more. Yeah, he's had 2 monumentalities, right? There should be 3. What year are they in? Yeah, he can get a... Wait. Classic, Medieval, Renaissance. Yeah, he has 1 more monumentality. Yes, if Greece dies completely, I don't see them escaping. Then yeah, you're right. It'll be over. Yeah. It'll drop to 38. It'll go to 15 out of 38. This game will be over. Greece is going to die and it's going to be over. They're going to... Looks like they're going to buy a builder and chop out this settler, but where does he go in time? These cities are just dying. Yeah, but it won't matter because the target will be halved, Valkyrie. The target will literally be halved. He's putting up walls here, but these walls are going to get melted by this. Like, it's just not going to matter. It's unfortunate. He just was too slow to get to the things he needed to defend himself. Yeah, I don't see it, yeah. I don't know. As predicted, this was 1 turn away from dying and it is dead. But it's not going to matter. Unless they can track this settler down. These cuirassiers could track this settler down and kill this city. But it's Diplo victory with... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because Diplo victory with pagodas is not going to happen. Yeah, they took... Not surprisingly. It was actually the 5th. This one got deleted. This one got mistakenly deleted. And then they took the other 3. And then there's the last one here. Yeah, one of the players got killed in like the 30th, 4th turn or something like that. I don't know. Somebody... I was watching a little bit. I was watching Falcon stream a little bit before I got going. I just don't think this is going to matter. 194 science, but I mean, the culture game's going to be over. I mean, he pushes tanks, but I mean, you'll have tanks in 12 turns, but where is he going to bring them from? I mean, I guess... Okay, so here's the play. Heavy chariots. Core them into tanks. Try to tank push. He's gonna need a road, or he's gonna need a railroad. He's making 141 gold a turn. Kree's not doing too bad. Tom did not turn himself into a gold monster yet. It might be worth... I mean, this is irrelevant right now. It might be worth deleting a whole bunch of these units. I mean, he's getting more settlers out. Just spam his tile improvement and get the gold together for Coupe, maybe. Hemlock, have a good one, buddy. Hope you have a good day today, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. Sparta's about to fall. The capital's about to fall. I mean, these all fall next turn. maybe don't play or do. So I think what's happening is De Vries is desyncing every turn, and Tomb Raider is not attacking him during the desync at the beginning of each turn for sportsmanship purposes. And then what's happening is he's asking not to sync, is that at the end of the turn he's hitting because he's like the last one to load out of a turn. So he's taking shots at the end of the turn when the turn's already over for Tomb Raider. So Tomb Raider's not first shotting him because of the desyncs, but he's getting shot back, and it's not really fair. This settler has tucked back in here. So these guys are going to be deleted from the game here very soon. The cursors, he's going to want to get some more cursors up, but he should be able to delete this very soon. Okay, so here you go. I missed this because I keep running around the map looking at all the information. So they wanted to give the capital to China. So these guys wore it down, but they're leaving it dead so that he can take it. Because China wanted the city for, I'm sure, Theater Square and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. So yeah, you give most of the cities to China. These guys took a couple for their efforts. But I mean, he's just going to push a ton of units this way and try to push through. I mean, you're just going to... This is a last-ditch effort, really. Yeah. Yoda got Isaac Newton. That's going to help. His science... oh, wait. So we are in the new era. And he lost his... So that's a big hit there. Oh, and actually, he's gone reform the coinage instead of monumentality. Gonna maybe save his faith for rock bands? City-state. Is there any city-states that do not exist anymore? No, there's at least one of each, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Military, industrial, commercial, faith, science, culture. Nobody's in charge of Leventa, so I think I go religious. Yeah. And then we'll just say that disrupt rocketry is unavailable. Oh, he might have got Grandmaster's Chapel. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so he's using his faith to faith buy units. Although I guess, I mean, he just wants that option if he gets pushed later. But hey, I just don't know. Sorry. Coupe has 34 techs. China has 30. So Coupe's ahead by 4 techs, but that's, I mean, you got to be ahead by 6 or 8 in order to cross as much land and all that, you know? Yeah, he does. Other than builders, he doesn't really have much more land to settle. There's not really a need to settle it either. I mean, he could settle some more cities, but at this point, he wins culture victory unless he gets deleted. Gonna re-lobby next turn. It was not letting me hit next. Waiting for Haydn. Is Haydn not back? Oh, he hasn't resynced though, I don't think. I think religious is the play. Because nobody's even suzerain of Leventa. And they're the only one. So that's this isn't, and it doesn't matter. It's not going to be an impactful vote, but I think that doesn't make. I think he just resynced. It won't let me hit next. Oh, somebody has it paused? I don't see it up there. I must have deleted it, I guess. Really interesting game though. A lot of really interesting dimensions. I'm not sure what we're waiting on. Shouldn't be any reason why they can't. Did 2 people disconnect? Haydn disconnected and then reconnected. I don't understand. Hey, Subix, how you doing? Yeah, campuses this late are super expensive. Well, any district this late is getting more and more expensive, right? As you go through the tech tree so fast like he is. Tomb's getting some settlers and builders out. Probably going to try and be a gold generator. He's irrelevant from the war perspective now, so other than deleting this city, he doesn't really have anything left to do. At that point, I would imagine he'll delete most of his units and just become a gold mine. It won't let me hit next turn. Oh. Really? Oh, Pagoda going up here. Another desync. I think they're going to read lobby here. Probably at the end of the turn. Oh, yeah, they're doing it at the beginning of the turn right now. Relobby. I'm not sure if it'd be the same link or if it'd be a different one. Going tanks. I don't know, like, it'd be a long ways. I mean, I don't think he's going to be able to get, I don't know. He wouldn't be able to get to Tomb in time to get there fast enough, right? I don't know. It'd be interesting. Like, what? It'd be such a long route to Tomb. And even JJ, it'd be a long ways to get there. Other than something to do, I guess. He's just decided Culture Victory is boring and I want to run people over. Are Monumentality Culture Civs stronger than, say, Pericles, for example? Not necessarily. But the way Pericles was sandwiched, right? The Pericles situation is different. Pericles on a free sim can just absolutely kill it. Because, I mean, half price theater square with extra adjacency bonuses. I mean, he can just, if you can get super wide, spam those, control great people, control city states. They're very, very powerful and very consistent. Whereas China, if China doesn't get stone, they're not in their capital or anywhere near them, they become less and less powerful. Less and less, they're not going to be fine, but they'll have to get the religion elsewhere, and it's depending on the meta of how you play them too, right? But China is very good, but they're a little bit more spawn dependent. Coupe or Pericles is just always going to be able to do his thing, assuming he's not surrounded by two strong civs. Like, for instance, if you reverse this map and you made it so that Cree and so JJ and Tomb, if you had Cree and Gran Colombia where China and Zulu are, and then you put China where Pericles is, China's irrelevant from the beginning of the game. They get destroyed. There's no chance, right? Like that's the difference in the game right now. Like, Cree had a horrible spawn on the coast, had to go build her early to get off the coast and go non-fresh. And from there, I think the one mistake I'd say he made was probably his choice to push Indonesia. I think he needed to push Zulu and try to do damage to them before he got the course. Tanks to protect Zulu and Indo. I mean, Indo, I think, is done. And I think Zulu can defend themselves from Cree. So I don't know. Maybe just tanks to make sure that they stay ahead of the game, I guess. Yeah, and Bichero, yeah, absolutely. For the culture win, Pericles is an amazing culture defense. But for the culture win, you need things like national parks and rock bands to get an actual win. So you want to get some sort of faith generation if you're going to go that way. Yeah, exactly, Doe. If Zulu can protect himself, is exactly right. And if anything, he could probably push back. Although, just before this was going on, JJ was upgrading to a whole boatload of cuirassiers. I'm assuming he'll have field cannons and stuff in that. And I don't know if he has a culture to be at nationalism yet, but if he cored up, unfortunately, he needed to do it. He needed to push Cree, 10, 15 turns ago to help Greece, make him worry about something else, or 50 turns ago So Zulu wouldn't be in the position they are now.
The steady hum of machinery.
But it's also hard because like we're seeing everything, right? So it's easier to make decisions and analysis when you're seeing absolutely everything. But I don't know why JJ wouldn't. I mean, the chokes were rough. I'll give him that. The chokes were rough to push Zulu. But if you don't get to Zulu before his cores, and then he got his culture up, and then now he's at armies. Like it's. I just think this. I think the game's over, right? I don't. I don't know. The only thing is that Maori is making good money and has the techs. If he can get the tanks, we'll see. It's not impossible. Dark Age Gamer. Excuse me. And down it goes. What happened? He had 2 cursors up here. What happened to the other one? There's nothing here that could have killed it. Where did it... Maybe a couple of Zhongs in the walls deleted it? Yeah, but this is trouble here. Because as long as they keep this settler from escaping, these units are definitely enough to kill this, and then they're out of the game. But again, like I said, Diplo is not really in play because they've already built Mohabiti, and they're throwing up pagodas to control Congress, so... Lisbon has been defeated. Where was Lisbon? Oh, I didn't check Congress. Yeah, and they also minus. Yeah, so there's no there was never a Diplopay, I don't think, before anyway, but there's definitely not now. Yes, and Greece out of the game would even it out, is a very good point as well. They're down to their last city, and it will be gone. It's a general. It'll be gone next turn. The walls won't get up, and 55 strength, I don't think. He can't shoot over. This won't be able to shoot over, but this he can hit it with these 2 units, and it'll be. I'm pretty sure that city goes next turn. It said Lisbon died. Where was Lisbon? I don't know where. Oh, hey, Red Phoenix, what's up, buddy? I didn't see there. Nice to see you taking part in the Civ 6 multiplayer later. After all the times we talked about it, I know, buddy. I enjoy the game multiplayer. I just historically I've been playing single player my entire life, basically since I was in high school, and I'm very passionate about it. And there's parts of the multiplayer scene I'm not a fan of, as I've told you about before. And so, but this opportunity came up, and I'm embracing it more, and I'm enjoying it. So, yeah, Statue of Liberty is it 4? Statue is 4. Okay, good to see you, ladies. Yes, Red Phoenix is back in, Lixie. Yeah. Wizzy, thank you for the Prime. Welcome in. Lixie, Red Phoenix is playing in the Duos tournament, right? 2v2 tournament, yeah. Playing in the France Duos tournament. Make a Civ World Cup team. There you go. Norm trying to read some random Finnish from mumbling. No, I'm not trying. I wasn't trying to read it. I just know because I've been watching Red Phoenix's 2v2 games the last couple days, or last 3 or 4 days, or however long it's been. So I just happen to know that he's back into the multiplayer a little bit. Anyway, I was seeing the Finnish ramblings, but had no idea. Danny, what do I like about the multiplayer scene? I'm not a big fan of like the first move, last move, whoever loads in sooner, whoever gets the faster clicks. Like if somebody loads in 2 seconds before somebody else, and all of a sudden it's your go and you've already lost 2 units, like that doesn't feel like Civilization to me as far as my history with Civilization. And then also the community is very toxic in some ways. I mean, not all. There's lots of amazing people, and there's lots of them right in here right now. But there's also very toxic parts of the community that I find difficult to handle sometimes. I just find it really difficult to... I'm at Mark. Have a good one. All right, Nick. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for being here. Could play next year, probably. Kind of busy this year. Only fun if you play with a certain group. Yeah, if you're playing with some friends and stuff, it goes well. This city's deleted, obviously. We knew that was coming. Oh, and he stepped in to get a shot as well, so it was never going to have a chance. Now, this Pike might be able to save this escape. I don't know where this other Cuirassier went. He had 2, and now it's gone. 2 of them would definitely get the job done. He can get to here and hold the retreat. Tournament games are more interesting. People actually try to play to win, and games are more competitive, yeah. I find the competitive nature and the format of this very enjoyable. And I have been playing some multiplayer. Hide and disconnected again. I have been playing some multiplayer. I actually have a Prince ranking in free-for-all multiplayer. Big effing deal. And I've been getting pretty good. I've been learning a lot. I've had some people helping me get my shit down together, you know, and understanding it. So yeah. Yeah, all the... Oh, God. We're 40 turns in and I don't have a God spawn. Can I be a rel, please? No idea what the rankings mean. That was just top 10 in the leagues ranks when I played. Yeah, I know you were very strong and you were very, very good. I know. I think it's just like he needs to step here with this guy and do that. I think it's just like a what do you call it? Like an MMR system, right? Where, like, depending on how good the lobby is you play against and how you rank the points, you get plus or minus points, and then if you have a certain level of points, you move up in ranking or down in ranking. Oh, there was no ranks then. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have... Yeah. So basically, it's same turn stuff and community being like all communities. I kind of feel the same thing about multiplayer. Yeah, Danny, it's not that I have a thing against it. And like I said, I have been getting into it, and there's parts of it I do enjoy. And there's parts of it I'm not enjoying. So, Yeah. $184. No, I was gonna say this city should die pretty soon, and it's gone. Cockroach gaming. Cockroach cities. Cockroach cities coming in here. I was just gonna say he went and settled a city here to throw down Petra. I was thinking he might, because there was only room for one here, and then he built Jebel, Theater Square. I love it. Although he took away a Theater Square potential here by putting up the wall, but China too big, guys. China too big. I think it's an Asticos W. Lolo Azafiro, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. So maybe that's the plan, guys. I get better at teamers and multiplayer in general. Red Phoenix, Lixie, we put a team together. CWC, dominate the world. What do you think? Do the team on the left any chance other than war? No, I think it's GG. No, I think it's GG. There is actually a military edge from Coupe, but he's miles away from being relevant. He's the red here and the red here, and China's the big green blob here, and Zulu's in between. Like Tom's getting wider. You know, he's even gonna go. Tom's getting wider, but I just don't know what he can do. He's scientifically irrelevant from the game, and there's just too much space to make up. Like, if there was a railroad, maybe. I mean, his science is only getting better. He's throwing up campuses, libraries. He's going universities now, getting builders out to beef his cities up. At this point, it's just a CV waiting room, I think. Oh, he got away. GG. Ball game.
Though its face may change throughout the ages,
You just need to find the interest in Civ again. There you go.
history is written from the hand of the victor. By your actions this day, you ensure our people a glorious tomorrow.
GG's. GG's.